We are Biafran, nothing more, nothing less. You are welcome to land of rising sun. There is a land that is full of natural resources. Pretend divided us during colonization. No, we are generous and industrious. Naturally, education and we are not welcome. Anywhere you from, around the world, come and see who we are. You are welcome. Welcome to Biafra. Biafra, everybody see you are welcome.
Thank you for joining, Amaka.
We are different. We believe in quality education. We can be partners if you're ready for innovation.
My sister Diana, thank you for joining. I appreciate you. Please share any place you belong. Share the broadcast. Let us send the message across. Share.
of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth to bless mankind to the coming of Yahweh Yeshua, who came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your magnificence. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace under our community. O Lord of hosts, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The Efiks and the BPOs, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these places we dedicate unto thee. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets. I'm telling you. By the time that we are done, humanity will think that we are mad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had in Sosine Bige. He said,
Welcome, fellow Biafrans. Thank you so much for joining the program. I appreciate everybody that have joined this program, any place you're joining from. If you are joining from any part of the world, I appreciate you and I welcome you to the program. Whichever part of the world you are joining from, if you are joining from Biafran, you are joining from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from secure you and continue to give you that grace to continue to fight and walk until Biafra comes. We will never stop. It doesn't matter the temptations we see and we face every day. It doesn't matter the obstacles that we see and face every day. It doesn't matter the propaganda and blackmail they bring towards us on a daily basis. They will never stop us. They will never stop us. They can't stop us. No matter how they try, they can't stop us. I appreciate every one of you that is spending his or her time to join on this very broadcast to make sure that we continue to send out the message the way it is. To make sure that we continue to send out information out there and make the enemy not to take over the stage. I appreciate every one of you. As you are there on a daily basis joining me on the broadcast, you are giving me the strength to move on and march on. And I promise you that I will be here on a daily basis. And as you have joined, please kindly help and share the program. Share the program on any platform that you belong, any platform where you belong, any WhatsApp group you are in, any angle you are. No matter what, share it. Even to our enemies, share it. Let them hear and hear from us directly. Let them hear from us. We cannot be silent. Remember, our spokesperson, Master Ekpa, said that noise they say that we are making, we have to make that noise now. This is the time to continue to make that noise. Make that noise even more. Make it even more. So I appreciate my people who have joined me. I appreciate my beloved sister Linda TV show for being there. I appreciate you so much. Nna Patience, I appreciate you. Nna Patience Apan, I appreciate you so much. Patience, I appreciate you. Amaka Wamado, thank you so much for joining. Amaka, I appreciate you for your contribution and joining. My sister Diana Agumbiade, thank you so much for joining. Diana, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you for joining. BMO, you are always there. I appreciate you so much. Sylvester, I appreciate you so much for joining. Sylvester Akweke, I appreciate you so much for joining. Thank you so much for joining. Amaka, thank you so much for joining. Adazion, my beloved sister, thank you so much for being there for me all the time. You're always there. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for your contribution. And every other person I mentioned their name, even if I didn't mention your name, you are not forgotten. You are not forgotten. Everyone who is participating in one way or the other, both those who are watching on the background, who are not showing up in comment section, I appreciate every one of you. Please, as you join, click the like button. Click the like button, the thumbs up by the corner. Make a thumbs up on that like button. Make a thumbs up. By the time you are giving the thumbs up, you are actually helping us to make sure that we defeat the algorithm. It will make the YouTube to send signal to some other members. Every of our subscribers that is out there that have not been notified. As you are giving a thumbs up, you are sending notification to them to know that we are online. This is the role you have to play. I will do mine and you will do yours. And I know and I trust every single Biafran that is here that every one of us are doing the needful. I appreciate more especially our Biafran brothers and sisters in Biafran land. Every Biafran in Biafran land, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you. You are doing a great work. It is not easy. It is not easy to be in this struggle, to focus on this struggle, and to do the things you are doing in the zoo. With all the challenges, obstacles, and hindrances from all corners, you have remained standing and unstoppable. And I tell you, we are standing shoulder to shoulder with you. No matter the attack against you, we are standing shoulder to shoulder with you. And we are going to fight until we get into Biafra in 108 days. We are fast approaching the Biafra. We are fast approaching. And I tell you, we will not leave any stone unturned. Going into Biafra has become a reality. The Biafran people are unstoppable. We are unstoppable, and we will get into Biafra. No matter what the enemy says, no matter their propaganda, no matter their attack, no matter their line of argument, they can never, ever stop us from entering Biafra. We are unstoppable. And if you're not paying attention to things that are happening today, you must have to open your ears wide and pay attention. The little confusions that are everywhere, all those little hindrances and little obstacles that are everywhere. Our spokesman, Master Simon Ekpa, is tearing the walls down gradually. Every wall that is standing on our way, every barrier standing on our way, making sure that we don't get our freedom, they are being torn down gradually. That is why you must pay attention. Pay attention to every information. Pay attention to all the autopiloted platform. Pay attention to Master Simon Ekpa. Pay attention to his platform. Pay attention to his Twitter. Join him on Twitter. He's tweeting almost every minute. He's tweeting on Twitter so that you can be able to get updates and information on things to do, so that you'll be carried along. We are not going to leave any Biafran behind. We will not leave any Biafran behind, whether you like it or not. As long as you are from the old Southeastern region, every one of us will be on board. We will do everything possible to take everybody along into Biafra land. Just like Master Simon Ekpa said yesterday, that we are going to Abakaleke everybody into Biafra land. That is loose lands. No, they are very fond of using those language to demoralize us. They want to use our ethnicity and the area we come from to divide us, to make us feel divided, to make us feel irrelevant. But that thing they are using against us, that is what we're going to use to push them and march them into Biafra. That same division name, that divisional word they are using, we are going to use that same word to march them, every one of them, into Biafra. That is why our spokesperson said yesterday, we will abakaleke every one of them into Biafra in 108 days. Begin to prepare yourself. Begin to prepare yourself. If you are not, begin to prepare yourself. No man born of a woman can stop us from getting Biafra. Today, the last stone, the last mold that have been preserved for a very long time, the last mold have been exposed. and more exposition are coming on daily basis. And today, he has no other choice. He has no other choice than to hide his shame, if he still has some shame in him. Because the most terrible thing and most disturbing thing is that you cannot shame the shameless. When you are dealing with a shameless person, it doesn't matter what you say or what you do. A shameless will never ever change. They will not shame. The more you are trying to make things right, the more you are trying to bring their shame to their face, they will be falling deeper into their disgrace and destruction. So how can you shame the shameless? Only Chukwu can take control. But I tell you, those things that are necessary for us to be done, we will do them. Everything that we need to do to get into Biafra, we will do every one of them. And everything that is standing on the way, anything that we sense as a barrier to Biafra, anything that we sense as a barrier to Biafra will be destroyed, totally destroyed without mercy. It will be destroyed without mercy. And that is what we are seeing today. That is what we are seeing today. They can't hide anymore. Anybody who doesn't have sense in the past, if after watching the exposition of yesterday and more that had come, and you still bent on believing lies, you are still bent on asking unnecessary questions, that means your soul has been sealed with iron and you are irredeemable. If after watching the exposition that Master Samuel is doing in this season, and you still have a doubt to know who is on the right path, to know whom to follow and who not to follow, to know whom to listen to and who not to listen to, if after listening to expositions that Master Samuel is making, and you are still having doubt on whom to listen to, that means your own case is special. You need to meet your pastor, your reverend, your native doctor, your imam to conduct a special healing section for you to deliver you. It is so sad. But I believe those that still have conscience in them, after watching the exposition of Master yesterday, they will have a rethink on what they are doing. I have said it time with that number that we have gone past the stage of propaganda. Biafran struggle have gone past the stage of propaganda and lies and blackmail. We are in a reality. What you see is what you get. In the Biafran struggle that we are today, what you see is what you get. Nothing is hidden, and you cannot hide under anything. As long when you are corrupt, if you are corrupt in Biafran struggle, have a hiding place. You will not have a hiding place, no rescue for you. You will face the music, and the dragon will expose you. You see, for every one of them who claim to know everything about IPOB, some of them who claim to have dined with Mazen Nandekan, some of them who claim to be the people who brought the Bible that Mazen Nandekan used to sign IPOB. Today, none of them know what is IPOB itself. You see the so-called structure. None of them even know how IPOB itself is structured. The same people that tell us structure don't know how IPOB is structured. After hearing from Master Simon Ekpa last night, and you are still having doubt, and you still don't know where to follow, you still know what to do, that means your own case is a special one. Master Simon Ekpa has informations that only him had. Even those who are claiming to be in leadership or whatever, all those saboteurs, information they will never have in their lifetime. Master Simon Ekpa have it. He has all their informations. You heard when our brother in Ududua land, our Ududua brothers who have joined us in broadcasting, you heard when our brothers in Ududua land said that Master Nandekano had a meeting with them, and it was only Master Simon Ekpa who was in that meeting. It was only Master Simon Ekpa who was in that meeting that was held with our Ududua brothers. And still, some people are still busy talking about structure. They're still talking about, but the original structure that Master Nandekano put in place to give us Biafra, which includes the handshake to our Ududua brothers, and the handshake and alliance with other groups. Every of that alliance, all these Department of Saboteurs have fought so hard to destroy it. Today, we are standing shoulder to shoulder with our brothers in Ududua land. Our brothers in Ududua land, the Ududua nation, coming And no man born of a woman can stop it. Likewise, Biafra, no man born of a woman can stop it. We are today working hand in hand, pursuing the same thing, self-determination for the indigenous people in the Zoological Republic. And these people who claim to know all could not be able to handle it. They could not be able to handle the fact that today, the original IPOB formed by Mazen Nandekan, which he told us that they are indestructible, have emerged. And they are working hand in hand with our Oduduwa brothers. They couldn't believe it. And what are they doing? If you go to their platform today, what they are doing is attacking the Oduduwa brothers. They attack Sunday Igboho. They attack Professor Akintoye. Why? Because the alliance established by Mazen Nandekan, of which only Simon Ekpa was the person who was aware, who was there when all the things were going on. Simon Ekpa didn't announce it. He kept it to himself. He didn't announce it until our Oduduwa brother voiced out. And all of them kept quiet. They shut their mouth. The same way, since Mazen Simon Ekpa have been talking about the mole in the legal team, Barrister Joffrey, some people thought he was making noise. Some people thought he was just blinding. Some people thought he was just a personal attack. Some people thought it was one thing or the other. But from yesterday's broadcast, you begin to understand that Mazen Simon Ekpa knows this man better than any one of us. He has some information that none of us have about him. So many secret things that man has done. He is very much aware. He was only waiting for the right time to end him if he doesn't repent. Waiting for the right time to end him if he doesn't repent. And that time is now. And I tell you, when the dragon remembers you, you can never ever remain the same. Biafran people are intelligent people. Remember Mazen Nandekan tell us, which is exact truth, that for you to win the heart of the Biafran people, it will take you have to go extra miles. To win the heart of the Biafrans, you must go extra miles. And once you win their heart, you are good to go. But if you lose their confidence, sorry, you are doomed. If you lose the confidence, you are doomed. All this while, Mazen Nandekan, as I always tell you, when you were hearing white and whiter than snow, IPOB is white and whiter than snow. Mazen Nandekan is so pure and so white that any place stands, you cannot see dirt around it. Even if there is the dirt there, his brightness will cover every rubbish around him. That is how pure Mazen Nandekan is. His purity is so contaminated. The purity of Mazen Nandekan is so contaminated that wherever he steps in, you will hardly find those dirt around him. His purity will cover every other person around him. Just like he saw in the Bible. Bible made us understand that through one man, sin came into the world, and through one man, salvation also came. If you relate that to the struggle of Biafra today, through one man, the Biafran struggle, the IPOB become pure. The purity of Biafran struggle was seen. And immediately that one man was removed because Chukwu Okigame wanted to sanitize and show all sins that we have not known. Chukwu Okigame took away that purity and kept him by the side to take a rest and began to sanitization of the IPOB that he wanted. And when Mazen Nandekan was taken away, now you begin to see all those people you have been seen as angels. All those people you have seen as angels of light, you don't know that they are all angels of darkness. Angels of darkness, they begin to emerge from all corners, from all angles. They begin to show their faces. From all angles, all corners. They begin to show their faces. They couldn't hide anymore. They could not hide their faces. They couldn't see a hiding place anymore. Every of them they began to come out. Today, go and check. Since Mazen Nandekan was taken away from our midst, kidnapped, go and check what these people are doing on their platforms. Go and check everybody, what people are doing on their platform. What are they saying? Even at a critical time like this, when we have to focus on defending Biafran land, every now and again, you go to social media, you see the way the Fulanis are taking over the whole country. You see the way Fulanis are running over the southern part of Nigeria. Biafran land, you see the way they are running over Biafran land. You are hearing of kidnapping everywhere. Every one of you on social media, you will see, you will go to social, there is no day you go to social media, you don't see victims of kidnapping. There is no day you go to social media, you do not hear or see a video of victims of kidnapping by Fulanese. And in all this situation, the people who claim to be fighting for freedom of their own people do not care about the security of their people. What they care about is Master Simon Ekpa, how to stop him and make sure Biafra doesn't come. Master Simon Ekpa, how to make sure that even if Biafra will come, it will not come through Master Simon Ekpa. How to make sure they begin to analyze Master Simon Ekpa video. They begin that this is what they do in a critical time when the only thing that's supposed to matter to you is how to defend your land, because it is very clear that Nigeria has ended and every region is now fighting to defend themselves. Our Odudua brothers are preparing heavily to defend their land. The Middle Belters are defending their land. You that you're in Biafran land, that you even have more grace, you have that luck that Mazen Nandekan already have put a template on the ground on how to secure yourself. Instead of you building on that foundation led by Mazen Nandekan, what you do on a daily basis is to destroy the foundation. What you are doing is to destroy the foundation. Through your treachery and your evil act, the Biafran people, since Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped, so many sons of Biafran who are on the ground to defend Biafran and have lost their life because of a wickedness. You betray people who have volunteered their life to secure the land. Strong commanders who have devoted their whole life to defend Biafran land, who are loyal to Mazen Nandekan. You destroyed all of them. You continue to take the life of the innocent Biafrans until the dragon began to do the needful. And all hell broke loose. You couldn't control it. Now you went into propaganda. You saw the speech of Master Simon Ekpa last night. The things he revealed. How they have been taking the life of the commanders in ESN. People that have volunteered to secure land, how they have been destroying them one after the other. You saw it. You heard it from Master Simon Ekpa. How they have been taking the life of people who have volunteered to secure the land. These people who are taking life of Biafrans are still the people who will come and refer you to the video that Master Nandekan made and said, let Biafra land be calm. It is our duty to secure Biafra land, not to kill them. When you listen to the message of Master Simon Ekpa yesterday, you begin to know the people that message was directed to. I say it and I say it again. If Master Nandekan wanted to talk to autopilots to retreat, if he wanted to talk to Master Simon Ekpa to change the dimension, Master Nandekan would have made a direct speech to Master Simon Ekpa, because that is the only man he remembers him as far as I know. Even when he was kidnapped, this is the same person he remembers him. I say, go and broadcast. So if he feels that Master Simon Ekpa is not passing the right information, he would have said it in that call. Simon Ekpa, retrace your step. But Master Nandekan said, it is our responsibility to defend Biafra land. Defend Biafran people, not to kill them. And he reminded us that Biafra will definitely come. That it doesn't matter what anybody does, Biafra will come in our lifetime. That he is there fighting, that we should fight also. He talked about being calm. The people who were talking about being calm, Master Simon Ekpa have revealed yesterday. The people who have been killing our commanders, who has been blackmailing our commanders, who have been acting informant, bringing the military in the camps of the ESN, who has been causing division among the ESN. Those were the people Mazen Nandekan addressed in that speech. But many people misunderstood him. Not that they misunderstood him, they knew, the people who were talking to knew themselves, but as usual, they began to use it in a different, giving the message in a different form to calm the Biafran people down. You want us to calm down, right? You want Biafrans to calm down. When you are doing nothing to free Mazen Nandekan, our Supreme Mazen Nandekan have done a lot for us, and we will not calm down. Our Supreme Mazen Nandekan have sacrificed a lot for you and I. Remember, Mazen Nandekan lost his two parents because of this struggle. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu lost his parents because of this struggle. Today, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not with his family, not his wife and children, because of this struggle. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is in solitary confinement because of this struggle. And you want us to calm down. You want us to calm down. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinary rendition from Kenya into the zoo. Tortured for 8 days. And you want us to calm down. The court have said, let Mazen Nnamdi Kanu go. The court have quashed every accusation against Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Every case brought against him, the court have quashed it. And yet, they refuse to let Mazen Nnamdi Kanu go. And you want us to calm down. The courts have said, discharge him. Yet, they are still holding him. And you want us to calm down. You want us to calm down. What do you have to offer? Nothing. Every day you come and you tell us, Umu Chineke. You begin to talk about Ezigbo Umu Chineke and Ezigbo Umu Chineke and Ajo Umu Chineke. You begin to use the language of the Fulanese to divide the Biafran people. As far as I know, Chukwu Okike Abiama did not have bad children. Chukwu Okike Abiama have good children. There is nothing like bad children of Chukwu Okike Abiama. Every children of Chukwu Okike Abiama, they are good. That is how you know evil people. Division everywhere. Go and look at his speech. Ezigbo Umu Chineke and Ajo Umu Chineke. But today, your cup is full and the dragon has remembered you. And I tell you, when the dragon remembers you, you can never ever remain the same. You will never remain the same. As we are marching into Biafra land in 108 days, we cannot go into Biafra land with any filthy things in our hands. If you are a saboteur, you can't be part of us getting into Biafra. If you are a mole, you will be exposed. It doesn't matter your rank. It doesn't matter your title. It doesn't matter what they call you. Whoever you are, and you are not straightforward, as we are going into Biafra land, you will be exposed. Definitely, you will be exposed. And there is no mercy. Today, go to their platforms and see the kind of messages they are preaching in all their platforms. In a critical time like this, still, they are not paying attention. The only thing that concerns them is Master Simon Ekpa this, Master Simon Ekpa that. And you go and look at the argument they're making. You will share tears. When you see their argument on their platform, you will share tears. After that broadcast yesterday, it has become clear that if you are really talking about Biafra or how to get Biafra, the only man to look upon and ask is Master Simon Ekpa. And I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that he has taken up that assignment. I thank Chukwu Okike Abiama that he has taken up. He knows that that very assignment has fallen on him and he has carried it out without looking at anybody, without listening to anybody. Focus, very focused on the direction of Chukwu Okike Abiama. And whatever Chukwu Okike Abiama says goes. And I will continue to pray for him. Likewise, you that is watching me, continue to pray for Master Simon Ekpa. But even if you choose not to pray for him, nothing will happen to Master Simon Ekpa. Even if you choose not to pray for him, nothing will happen to him. As long as his hands are clean. He says it all the time. He says it every time on his platform and takes oath on that. He has been saying it. That if he is not on the right path, whatever you do is going to work. But as long as he stands on the truth, consistently, there is nothing you do against him that will stand. Any move you make against Master Simon Ekpa will bring destruction to your life. But it is sad that people don't learn a lesson. They don't learn from the past. People don't learn from what happened to others. If they are learning from the experience of they take from others, none of them will be talking against Master Simon Ekpa. None of them will be standing against him. Every single one of them will be paying attention to the right thing to do. Because it is clear, the only man that had the message is Master Simon Ekpa. He is the only one that had the message on how to get into Biafra. He is the only one that had the template. I can tell you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu handed over the template to him. There are so many things he knows that he's not talking about. All you got to do is to pay attention and watch. And when he tells you, I go to the heart of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to bring information and give you. And You think it's a joke, right? You think it's a joke. When Mazi Samuel said, I go to the heart of Mazi Nanakan to take a message. Since Mazi Nanakan was kidnapped today, if you don't believe that, it means you are not human. If you don't believe that Mazi Samuel is working directly with the spirit of Mazi Nanakan, you are not human. Everything Mazi Samuel is doing, as I always say, that Mazi Samuel is not building any new foundation. Mazi Samuel is building on the foundation laid by Mazi Nanakan. That is why he can boldly tell you that I am the disciple of Mazi Nanakan and his spiritual son of Mazi Nanakan on Biafra restoration. Disciple and spiritual son of Mazi Nanakan on Biafra restoration. And it's not just that he's claiming it or he's just saying it. That is a reality. Take it or leave it, believe it or not. All you got to do is to look at what he has been doing since Mazi Nanakan was kidnapped. Look at the battles he has fought. Look at the challenges before him. And look at what he's doing as you are watching. It will say all. Every single thing that Mazi Samuel is doing today is what Mazi Nanakan would have done. Whether you believe it or not. Whether you take it or leave it. That is the truth. And the reality staring at you at your face. And I tell you, Biafra is here already. 108 days to go. What are you doing? Are you getting prepared? We are doing the finishing touches. You see, the battle that we are fighting now is a battle that must be fought before we get into Biafra land. So don't get distracted. Just as our spokesperson said yesterday, I have always been saying it that Mazi Samuel doesn't engage in a battle that is not right. If the time is not right, Mazi Samuel will not engage the battle. And if you don't do that, that means you have not been following him. If you have been following from all the people that have been falling out from his own side, everyone that have fallen out from autopilot, go and check them. They were trying to engage in a battle that wasn't the time to fight. They were trying to engage in a wrong battle. And when they try to drag Mazi Samuel into that battle and Mazi Samuel refuse to get into the battle with them, they fall out and they begin to attack him. But I love Mazi Samuel for one thing, because he's very, very consistent and focused. Very, very focused. No matter how you try, you cannot deviate him, you cannot shift him an inch. You cannot distract him from following the right thing. Just go and check. Everyone that have fallen out with Mazi Samuel, go and check every one of them that have fallen out from autopilot. Go and check them. They were trying to force Mazi Samuel to engage in a battle that wasn't the right time to fight. They were trying to force him into a battle that was not due to fight. And he says no. He stayed focused until when the time is right. And when that right time comes, he will fight that battle and he will win hands down. When he begins to fight the battle, the battle will fight itself. That's what I say. The battle fights itself. When the appointed time comes, that battle will fight itself. Just like the issue we're handling now. The issue of the legal team. Ifeanyi Ejiofor to be precise. For a very long time, you have seen many people who were shouting, Ifeanyi Ejiofor this, that. Ifeanyi Ejiofor this. And Mazi Samuel has told them, calm down. Calm down. There is no need for you to go engage into that battle now. Calm down. Let him do his job. Calm down. Not knowing that Mazi Samuel himself has more information than those people who are shouting. Those people who were no. Because of one of two things they feel they know. They want to engage in the war now. They want to scatter everywhere. They want to destroy everything. Because of one or two things, not knowing that Mazi Samuel has much more information than you can ever lay your hand on. Much more cumbersome of information that you can never imagine. But yet he was calm and watching, following gradually. He was calm. He was calm, waiting for the right time to strike. And that is how intelligent people behave. And when Chukwu Okike Abiama is leading you, you can never misfire. When Chukwu Okike Abiama is leading, you can never ever misfire. Any bullet you shoot must come back, you must get the target. You must not waste. If you are going with Chukwu Okike Abiama, you can't waste any bullet. You can't fire any bullet and you go out without coming back with something. That is why you see every battle that Mazi Samuel engaging, he comes home victorious. Every single battle he has been engaging in this struggle, he comes home very, very victorious. Regardless whatever you have in mind, regardless what, with your hatred, your attack, propaganda, whatever, when the time is right, he goes forward and he comes out with result. Today, you have seen the mole. He can't hide anymore. The option has been given to him. If you want to stay safe, hands off the legal team. Simple. A simple instruction. If you want to stay safe in that zoo and still remain relevant to your own people, not to us, because as far as Biafran people are concerned, you are gone. So if you still want to stay, just hands off the case of Mazen Nandekan. If you don't, the dragon has made it clear. And it will go to a stage when those people you are serving will come after you and they will arrest you. A time will come when the people you are serving will pick you up. From the revelations that are coming, you are gone already. Even the revelation that Master Simon made yesterday about what happened, transpired in your house. The revelation of Master Simon made yesterday, the revelation he made yesterday about what transpired in the house, how an ESN commander was killed in your house. That one alone is enough to send you to jail in the zoo. That one alone is enough to send you to jail in the zoo. But because you are serving them, they are still using you. You are still valuable. You are still using you as a kind of, you are still a kind of asset to them. They want to use it to manipulate Mazen Nandekano. But I tell you, the spirit of Mazen Nandekano is much more greater than your manipulation. The spirit of Mazen Nandekano is greater than your manipulation. The reason why the change away are still letting you go is because they feel that they can still use you to manipulate one or two. The politicians still, they feel they can still use you to manipulate one or two things. They still feel that they can use, that is why they are watching you. The revelation that Man Samaneko made yesterday is enough to send you to jail in that zoo. It's enough. He's still giving you the chance to take a bold step. He's still giving you the chance to take a bold step and correct yourself. Take a bold step. Walk away from the media team. Walk away from the media team. You have the gut to stand against the foundation led by Mazen Nandekano. You have the gut to destroy everything Mazen Nandekano have built, including alliance Mazen Nandekano built. I'm so sorry, I don't know the distraction. We are getting a lot of attack now. The network is a kind of distracting us and a lot of disruption. Please just bear with me. We are getting a lot of attack on this very broadcast now, but we will try as much as possible to hang on until we finish our broadcast. I don't know what is happening. We have to continue to send our message out there. No matter the distraction they bring, we will complete our message and make sure that the information are passed. Please, as you join the platform, kindly share, like and share. When you like and share, it will help us to overcome some of the challenges and some of the attacks we are getting. When you are liking the program and you are sharing, it helps the broadcaster to overcome so many challenges, more especially when we are broadcasting on this social media. A lot of the times they hinder our broadcast from going far. They hinder it and they attack it and they make sure they oppress the viewers and make sure that the viewers don't come in. So, but when you are clicking like, when you are liking the video and you're sharing, it shows that people are interested in the program and they will not have no choice. They will have no choice than to begin to share the program and make sure they notify people to engage in the program. So the only way you can help us to notify people and make them engage in the program is by sharing and liking. So I beg you to should share and like so that it can also help us to overcome the attacks that is coming on the social media. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. So as I was saying, there is nothing you can do to stop Biafra struggle. You can't. You can't. And for the fact that you have volunteered yourself to fight against the Biafran struggle, we are going to crush you. And we will not leave any stone unturned to take you away from the road. Remember in one of the intros that I used to play when I play on my video, most of my videos, where Master Samanako was saying that the only thing you can do is to stand on the social media and make noise. If you stand on the way of the Biafrans, we will crush you. If you stand on the way of it, we will crush you. And if you think that Biafran struggle is a joke, if you think that coming out of Biafra is a joke, if you think that this countdown is a joke, at your own risk. You think that the countdown we are making is a joke. Today is 108 days into Biafra. You think it's a joke, at your own risk. What you see, you take. It is our responsibility to continue to remind you and tell you the things that you need to know. But whereby you choose the other way around not to listen, if you decide to sacrifice yourself, let me tell you, in the present world that we live in, people have the right to take their own life if they choose to. People have the right to take their own life. So many governments have signed it up that if you decide today you don't want to live anymore, you want to take your life, you have the right to take your life. So in this very struggle that we're in, if you have chosen to sacrifice yourself for the struggle, to fight yourself and make sure that you don't enter Biafra, that is your business. If you want to sacrifice yourself to the enemy, go ahead and do that. That's your business. But for us, it is our responsibility to make sure that as many Biafrans as possible walk into Biafra land alive. We will continue to do everything possible to make sure that the collateral damage is reduced to number 0. From every corner, attack coming from all angles, but we will not be deterred. We can't stop. Let them keep on attacking. Let them keep on pushing. Let them keep on trying. They can't stop us from giving our messages. They can't stop us. I have already made my points clear. My main purpose of coming online on a daily basis is to encourage my fellow Biafrans. Encourage you not to lose focus. Don't be distracted. Do not allow anybody anywhere to distract you. Remain focused. As for going into Biafra, it is a mandate that is signed. Chukwuka Abiyama gave us that mandate to move and get into Biafra. And we don't have, as we are going into Biafra, we will not consider anything except going into Biafra. And any man or woman that stands in our way, it doesn't matter your position, it doesn't matter your rank, it doesn't matter how connected you are, it doesn't matter how rich you are, it doesn't matter the title you give yourself, we will crush you and we'll move into Biafra land. Yes, we will crush you and we'll move into Biafra land. I appreciate everybody who have joined me on this broadcast today. We are having a whole lot of disruption, so I don't want to continue in the disruption. Let us see if we can be able to take a break and continue tomorrow. Since they have been started to attack the program unnecessarily. So, my message is very clear. 108 days to go. Remain focused. Every mole will be brought down. Every mole that will stand as a stumbling block, will be a hindrance, will be decimated. Just as the one that man today. The end of that man has come, and he can't escape it. The only thing he can do is to walk away from the media team. Walk away from the media team and let those who are capable, and legal team, walk away from the legal team and let those who are capable to continue to do. Our fight is not against the legal team. It is against the mole in the legal team. And that fight, we must win. May Chukwuka Abiyama continue to guide and protect every single one of you that have joined me on this broadcast from beginning to the end. May Chukwuka guide and protect the Biafran people, guide and protect the Ududua people, guide and protect Sunday Bowo and Professor Kintoye, guide and protect the Umuada and their leader, guide and protect the media team, guide and protect our brother Mazi Simon Ekpa, secure him. May Chukwuka Abiyama guide and protect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No weapon formed of against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed of against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. No weapon formed of against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shall prosper. Thank you so much for joining me on this very broadcast. We will continue tomorrow. And please join Mazi Simon Ekpa on today's exposition. We will continue until Biafra comes. 109 days to go. Key in and receive your blessing. If you have not paid anything in, begin to key in. Find something you will do as you're moving to Biafra. Biafra is real. It has come. Thank you so much for watching wherever you're watching from. And remember, I will see you again tomorrow. Bye.